to the Dehumanizer
What a
album
start. It's with a
from
bang.
1992. This must have been possibly one of the first references to virtual reality
I know.
in a
I
song.
was listening to all of that.
Who knew
Quite
that
futuristic.
43, 44 years on, almost every single adult in the universe, in the world, would have an extremely powerful computer in the palms of their hand. So who knew? Who knew? Back then it must have been a pretty scary thing, as they mentioned in the lyrics, that we do not know how to compute. So it's a end of our youth or something like that. We do not know how to compute. Who knew the whole world, every single human being who's an adult almost would know how to compute, at least basic computer use. Everyone has a smartphone today, almost everyone in the world. Whether they are poor or rich, everyone has something that is common, and that's a smartphone. So they all have this super powerful computer in the palms of their hands, and they use it for all kinds of things in today's world. So definitely Black Sabbath got it all wrong there. It was not as scary as as they thought it would be, and definitely it wouldn't take over mankind. Today we have AIs, people are saying the same thing, that AI will take over the world. It's not going to happen, because ultimately a human person will take over the world. If you want another Hitler, if you want another whoever, Lenin, Stalin, whoever those guys are, dictators, it's going to be a human being only who's going to do that. We have Trumps already all over the place. So yeah, we know how it goes. It's nothing to do with AI or computers. At the end of the day, it's a human being who's going to end everything, or end everything for a lot of people. Yeah, so there was no need to worry. But yeah, definitely at that time it must have been scary. What is this new thing coming, especially in the financial
Was
sector?
TV not enough?
In the financial sector, in accounting, in all those kinds of fields, a computer became a norm. So a lot of people were quite perturbed and disturbed that we are going to lose our jobs, it's going to take over everything. But yeah, nothing really much happened. In fact, more jobs were created thanks to the computer. And also today, thanks to the phone and AI, more jobs are being created. It's just that people are not trained enough to get those jobs that are being created. So hence the heightened sense of heightened joblessness. I won't say sense of joblessness, because we are not trained enough for what we need to be trained in. Back then it was very simple. You had just few skills you needed to survive and thrive. Today you need, I mean, there's so many different things coming up almost every week, it seems. A new field, a new career, a new program, a new skill that you need to now learn to go ahead or to get ahead in your field. So yeah, it's definitely, it's a little bit scary, and it's a great song nevertheless. I'm sure at that time it was quite relevant in 1992. Well done, great guitar work, great drumming, great vocals, and yeah, pretty good lyrics for that time. Computer God. It's obviously talking about God being like a computer, or a computer replacing God that we know of. Yeah, luckily it didn't happen, and hopefully it never will. But that's how it is. Yeah, even worshipping the computer as a god. I think that's what they're trying to say. Yeah.
They are trying to say that it has become very, very important, computers. And I quickly, the moment the song started, I said computer god, and then it was about computer and virtual reality, and also I had to check the year of release, and it was 1992, and I was amazed by Black Sabbath's foresight for creating something like this, because this is relevant today. I'm not sure what makes you think that it didn't happen, what they are saying over here. All of that happened. Our emotions and heartbeats, both of them have been controlled by the computer. Even today, I would say.
They thought, but then
they thought about it, and that is reality today.
What is reality?
Virtual reality is the real reality today. We don't really mourn people's deaths. We mourn them online by putting some emoji, just tearful
But I don't think
emoji,
we'll be
and that's enough.
replacing a human or a god as a computer. The computer won't be God. Ultimately, it's a human being who we all. I mean, look at the celebrities. They are like gods.
Yeah.
You talk about the World Cup that is currently on, the FIFA World Cup. You talk about Wimbledon that's on. You know, people look at these big players as gods. They say something, it's literally everyone's talking about it the next day. or the same hour now because of
And
advancements
where do
in
we see that?
technology. It's all online, yeah. But nobody's worshipping the computer.
I
People
know
are still
it is the
worshipping
medium.
the
yeah,
human being.
yeah. But it has become a very powerful medium. Everybody wants to
A
control it.
political leader says something, the whole world is all talking about it. It's all the woke people, everyone's talking about it the next day. So it's not computer that's going to be God. It's God. It's like a medium, and a medium will never be God. That's my opinion.
Yeah, that is true. At the end, when he said we cannot compute, I think he meant to say that we cannot put things into order ourselves. We may be getting ahead of ourselves when we are using all of this at a rapid rate, but then are we able to put it together? Are we able to calculate the both sides of
I
it?
remember in 1995, I got my computer, first computer at home, and pretty much I was one of the only people at home who was using it every day.
Yeah, for India it was pretty early.
So I got my computer, and then we also started getting broadband internet a couple of years later, through that modem with the sounds and all that, when you had to connect and all that. Remember, there was a connection, or the main connection at that time, which was a little bit expensive, but somehow my sister got a connection, Mantra Online. It was a company, the only company I think that gave these connections to homes in India, or at least big cities like Mumbai, Bombay at that time. So yeah, I remember it was quite a thrill for me to get the computer. Even without the internet, when I had it, it was something
We
that I
used
could
it
listen
for
to.
Mario.
I could listen to music. I could play games at those times. Those kind of games, simple games.
All that we knew to play Mario on our computer.
And yeah, literally do this some college projects and all. So I said, wow, this is great. I mean, I already knew then that I would be doing something related to this in the future, in one way or the other. This was going to be part of my life, and it did become part of my life on the internet in a big way. I've been extremely successful and still am for what I do, and our channel, everything, So thanks to that computer coming on pretty early in my life. If it wasn't that early, I possibly wouldn't have been able to be that successful or as successful as I have been my whole career.
Yeah, it's been part of our lives. Yeah.
Yeah, of course, the internet has a big role to play in it, bigger than the computer maybe. But without the computer, I wouldn't know the powers of the internet back then. Yeah. Anyway, so
Awesome
great
guitar
start
work
to the
though,
song album.
isn't it?
Something quite relevant to people in more ways than one. Let's hope the rest of the album is as good, and it's a good listen because it's a pretty long album. So hope you can join us for the whole thing.
Dehumanizer.
And we are not the only ones sitting here. Along with our patron Marco, who has requested it, a national acrobat, aka that is a national acrobat. Let's move on to the next song. After All, The Dead.